Hello, hello, and welcome to this tarot reading. This is a timeless tarot reading, so it's good for whenever you find it. Tonight we have 3 different piles to choose from. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So if you just want to take a deep breath in and out, relax your mind and soften your gaze, and try to feel which of these 3 piles draws you in. Which of these 3 piles calls to you. If more than one pile calls to you, that's perfectly alright. You are more than welcome to watch more than one reading. So again, this is pile 1 with the Many Queens Tarot. Pile 2, which is the Stunning Tarot. And pile 3 with La Flora Tarot. This back has eyes on it, as you can see. This back is red with a subtle floral pattern. And this deck is black and white with clovers. So pick your pile, and I'll leave timestamps down below. And I'll see you in your reading. Hey Group 1, and welcome to your reading. You chose the first pile with the Many Queens Tarot, which is one of my very favorite decks, and it barely fits in frame, so I hope you'll bear with me. We are going to start up here with your current situation. We have the Empress, 9 of Cups, and Page of Swords. This to me looks like now or in the near future, life is going to open up to you in a really beautiful way. The Empress is creative force at its fullest, and the 9 of Cups is a card of contentment, of harmony, of wishes granted. So I see everything becoming easier for you, everything feeling more abundant, either in reality, like in your material world, or it could also be in your perception of what you have and what is available to you. Like it will feel more emotionally at hand. These cards are showing a very fertile period, a period of creativity, a period of curiosity and exploration as well. It's like the harvest has come in, and everything you've been working towards is in hand, or is at your fingertips. You could also be entering a period of more socialization, perhaps, of more conceptual and intellectual energy for your projects. It's this feeling of like endless ideas and easy follow through and total satisfaction. So taking a look now at what you can embrace, we have the Six of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So this energy feels boundless, and it is boundless, and at the same time you're being encouraged here to distribute it wisely. It's like, that saying, the grass is greener where you water it. You have or will have more than enough to do everything you want, but there's another idea here for you to embrace, which is, it's not necessarily at odds, but it is like not an immediate connection. So that's why it's being put in front of you right now. This other idea is, what if you doubled down with this energy? You doubled down on the things that best serve you. What if you tripled down on the things that you love? Sometimes when you're feeling very resourced, the impulse is to spread it around evenly over each facet of our lives, over each of our responsibilities, but that's not the only way. You can also give it to what you most love by leaving other things behind. You can give it to what you most love, and in doing so, call more of that in. You can, instead of just improving your life, facet by facet, bit by bit, you can absolutely recreate it, like completely recreate it, I want to say. You can make it the things you love and the beauty in your life, you can make it like everlasting. It can be beauty upon beauty, joy upon joy. If you just take a second to pay attention to which way the wind is going, and also possibly leave behind something that, yes, could use this energy, but and would be improved by this energy, but that energy could make other fruits, other labors really, really, really bountiful. So these cards are asking you to distribute your energy and your good fortune wisely. Okay. Then we're going to move on to what you're being invited to release. We have the Queen of Swords. I love this card. And then also the Three of Cups. I feel like this is an interesting reading because with each step, it's really stepping up, like it's really building, because this is unexpected but helpful. It's possible that you have a friend who drains you, or you're in a social group that doesn't do much for you. Or maybe there's a coworker who leans on you too much. It's probably a friend though. Maybe there's a neighbor who gets on your nerves. I'm not really sure why. Something about the way they talk. They talk too loudly, I want to say, or too openly, or they make mountains out of molehills. Something like that. But anyway, community is an important part of contentment. It's an important part of the very contentment, support, and abundance you're experiencing right now, or will be experiencing soon. So there's no need to cut these people out or totally ignore them, but there's a suggestion here to give them less of your energy, give them less of your time, give them fewer of your thoughts, less of your wisdom. If they do something that irks you, you can defusalize. Like, you can think about it for 7 seconds and then move on. If they need something from you, maybe tell them you're not available right now, you know? Yeah, for these things, these drains, you are currently unavailable. It won't eliminate this abundance, but it will muddy it. So you're just not available. Okay, and then we have some advice. 3 of Pentacles. So to me, this is saying, pour that energy you save back into yourself, into the people you really love, into the parts of life you really love, and see what happens. Be practical in your decisions rather than leading with your heart so much in terms of who you're giving your time to and your energies to. This is about bringing the right people closer. This is about sharing your creative energy, your good luck, and your bright ideas. Maybe starting a new project, especially if it's collaborative, especially if it's with others, right? So, also some advice is maybe asking for advice from those you trust to make something you already have better, something material, a project. And whatever you do, it will go smoothly and it will lead to material gain. So if you want to start something new, some new project, some new business, some new material venture, now is the perfect time. Seize it. Okay, group 1, I'm going to leave your reading there. I hope it was useful to you or relaxing. If it resonated with you, let me know down below. I love to hear from you. I hope you are doing super well. And if you're not, that is okay too. I will talk to you very soon. And until then, good night, good night, good night. Hey, group 2, and welcome to your reading. You chose the second pile, or the Stunning Tarot deck. It is quite long, so it doesn't really fit in frame, so please bear with me. We are going to get started up here with your current situation. So we have the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Okay. I think there is something you're conflicted about. You could be at odds with someone else in a fight or having a disagreement. It could also be that something didn't go as planned. There's been some kind of disappointment or disruption. Like you thought things would right themselves, or you thought things would go right, but they went left instead. I'm getting that this argument or disappointment has reached its natural conclusion too. Like there's not really a way to reverse course or revise it for some reason, the way it happened has to stand. It is done. So, of course, you want to move on, given that, but something's holding you back. Or you started to move on, but it's going very slowly. And there's an overall intensity to these 3 cards. It's not the biggest disappointment that has come your way ever, but it feels really intense, like it has a hard edge. So let's get some more information with what you can embrace. We have the Ace of Swords and the 3 of Cups. This whole deck is not red, but right now there's so much red. So your gut reaction to this situation, or your gut feeling about it, was correct. Something in you was hoping for it to go your way, hoping for it to resolve itself, or like smooth out, untangle. You kind of knew you were hoping against hope a little bit, but you wanted to hope. That was a choice, and yet it didn't come through. So part of the lesson here is in trusting your gut, practicing trusting your gut, practicing seeing things for what they are. You can still be hopeful and optimistic and trusting. Those are good. Those are good qualities, and the world can use a lot more of that. So you can still be those things: hopeful, optimistic, trusting, I think I said. And act from that place of possibility, that place of hope, while also taking your gut reaction into account, or your gut feeling into account. I feel like this disappointment is really closely connected to a person. It was a person who disappointed you. Like maybe someone said one thing but did another. Yeah, like they misled you, possibly, or didn't deliver on a promise. So the cards are encouraging you to carry this lesson with you, to put more trust in yourself, more trust in your gut. And that's not necessarily about coming to conclusions prematurely. It's just that by trusting your gut feeling on something, you can better prepare for multiple different outcomes. And your gut feeling is a resource, is a force. Okay, over here we're going to take a look at what you can release. We have the Ace of Cups and the Page of Wands. So, something other than red. There's a disconnect between who you thought this person was and who they turned out to be. Or a disconnect in what you imagined for the future and what that future looks like now that it's here, now that you're in it. And you're potentially still trying to reconcile that. Like, you still can't really believe it. So, to move forward, because we're stalled on that right now, you need to release the idea you had of this person, or release the hope you held for a positive outcome. And there's a really strong message here to release your grudge. Like any account you've kept, like tallying of like the wrongs done to you, like you gotta release your grudge. Release your grudge. You may not have been able to move on yet, too because of like a state of confusion. Like maybe you were sold a bill of goods or something and it was very confusing. So it's important to take the time to integrate the new information you've received, to absorb the reality of the situation, and then you can move on. And that moving on, it's not necessarily fun. Like, if you're waiting for it to be fun, that's time misplaced. This moving on for this situation is not going to be like a sunny, shiny, celebratory thing. But it's nevertheless a good thing because it's a step towards the good thing. And that's enough. It's the path to a measure of relief. And after that, things will feel calmer, feel less turbulent, less confusing. You're gonna reclaim a little bit of peace here. But you gotta let go of that grudge. Okay. And then finally, we are going to get some advice for you. Seven of Pentacles. This card has several, I think 3 cards in common with another reading, which is interesting. But it's a totally different feeling. So your advice is to, this is a card of progress, of perseverance, and of evaluation. The push to evaluate your position is high. Like it's advising you to evaluate your position. Advising you to decide what you want to do with everything you've learned. How do you want to use this information in the future? It's up to you. You kind of have to take stock, take inventory, do a post-mortem. Yeah, do a post-mortem to be able to really absorb the lessons and the messages. And no matter what, you're about to turn a corner. The rewards for your efforts and patience are coming. The winds are dying down. And the way forward is clear. All right, group 2. I am going to leave your reading there. I hope this was relaxing, interesting, or helpful to you. If it resonated with you in any way, I would love to hear how. It's always interesting to me, and I always love connecting in that way. I hope you are doing super, super, super well. And if you're not, that is okay too. I will talk to you very soon, and until then, good night, good night, good night. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose the 3rd pile with La Flora Tarot. It doesn't quite fit in frame, so I've layered them a bit, so just bear with me. We are going to get started today up here with your current situation. So we have the 5 of Cups, the Magician, and Justice. Okay. It seems like you're in the process of creating new habits. Or if not, then this is your invitation to design them. recently things have not been going your way. You've been feeling like you're swimming upstream or running up a hill, and you may have lost something. Something about your day-to-day life has not been gelling, has not been going your way, and it's been siphoning your attention from more important things. It's been turning your head. So there's misplaced focus here. And because of that, you've decided that you want to change the way you do things. You're creating a new habit, or you're creating a new habit or taking a new approach. You're using what you have at your disposal to carve a new path. You're holding yourself accountable. And you're choosing to honor your commitments to yourself. These two cards taken together, it's like you're retraining your focus. Proving to yourself just how capable you are. And on that front, all signs point to success. This loss or hiccup, you'll know what it is, or which it is. It's a smaller energy compared to your ability to fix it, or your ability to overcome it, to rise above it. These energies are so much greater. They're major arcana. Okay. So looking then at what you can embrace, or what you're being invited to embrace. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. It's interesting because all the parts of this plant are edible, and all the parts of this plant are inedible. So there's a kind of exchange here, especially with justice, where the amount of effort you put into this new habit, into this new perspective, whatever it is, it will be directly proportional to the success of the outcome. So the scales will be balanced, input and output. The scales will be balanced. So take care to be steady in your approach, to regulate your energy and your resources. If it is a new habit that you're building, making, designing, it may help to identify even when in the day, or what days of the week, or what times of the year even, depending on the scale that works for you, when you have the most energy. When do you have the highest quality energy? And when do you feel most like yourself? So if it's a time of day, if we're just looking at a day, for example, because I threw out a lot of different time measurements. Yeah, like what time of the day, morning, noon, night, or a certain hour, do you have the highest quality energy, and do you feel most like yourself? And then dedicate that part of the day to this priority, this new, this like switch you've flipped, this effort, this beautiful effort. And if you can do that, what you're owed is coming to you. Because the scales are going to be balanced. Okay, moving on then to what you're being invited to release. We have the Ace of Cups and the Hermit. This card was in another reading. I was just seeing if there was anything else that overlapped. Winter Cherry and Windflower. Those are lovely names. Okay, space will be cleared for your new habit, approach, or mindset. Space is going to be cleared for it, and then it's going to go really well. And then life is going to come back your way, like the flow is going to come back your way towards you, as it always does. And the habit will be a little harder to keep, like the nitty-gritty life, or like the jumbled life. It's going to come back your way. And the habit's going to be a little harder to keep. So instead of pursuing constant progress, saying to yourself, okay, I'm here, now let's just push it a little further, make it even better. Instead of doing that, release that idea and focus instead on, once you've got this habit or this mindset, like, in play, instead of pushing it further, making more out of it, pushing, instead of that, why not focus simply on maintaining what you've already done instead? That's what the cards are saying. Like, an effort is the new habit, the new outlook, the push forward. But effort is also the maintenance of the newness that we bring in, especially if it's good newness. The effort is also the maintenance of it. So whatever new approach you create, there's going to be a period in the near future where it's going to behoove you to give it some time to settle and to become really, really, really yours, like more deeply yours, more deeply ingrained, rather than like bigger, better, shinier, more. Just let it bake in. And the more you do that, the more you'll be able to carry it with you wherever you go, through all phases of life. Let it set down deep roots. The deeper the roots, the longer it stays, until it's not going anywhere. I'm not sure which of these was the outside. I think it was like this. Okay. Alright. Looking now at a little advice for you. Here we have the Emperor. So, this card is advising you to hold steady. Kind of like this, but there's more to it too. It's also a suggestion to follow your new habit, routine, or approach, like beyond what you assume its use will be, what you assume its limits are at the outset. Follow it beyond that. Follow it beyond its assumed purpose. Follow it beyond its assumed purpose, or follow it beyond its assumed timeline. Stick with it a little longer, especially when you feel like you've gotten to the end. And there's an idea here then that you will, there's an idea here that you will think that you've outgrown it before you have. That you will think you're bigger than it, that you don't need it anymore before that's true. So stick with it. And I'm getting like some affirmations, like saying to yourself, I value my time, I value my energy, I trust my judgment. Like, look at the regality of this plant. Okay, yeah. Okay, group 3. I'm going to leave your reading there. I hope it was relaxing, interesting, and helpful, or any combination of those things. If it resonated with you, please let me know down below if you want to share. I love to read your comments. And more than anything, I hope that you are doing super, super, super well. And if you're not, that is okay too. I will talk to you very soon. And until then, good night, good night,